Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, Shabbat, honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone, shalom to mighty YAHAWAH and His, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this foul captivity, as well as the speckled bird that may look like the other nations, but are actually Yasharallah, is brother Kawakab coming at you with another lesson. Today's lesson, 1 John chapter 3, verse 18. My little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. So this is today's lesson where I'm going to be speaking on the Christian way of how they say, oh, I love God, I love my brother, I love my Christian brother, I love my people, I love this person as a fellow child of God or whatever the fuck. But in actuality, that way of quote unquote love is not permissible in the eyes of YAHAWAH. As we see, he clearly stated no, do not, or slack, let me just read it again. 1 John chapter 3 verse 18, my little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. Where it says deed, you obviously know what deed is. Deed is your actions where you demonstrate your love by showing it. But people always say, which is a major talking point, which, not gonna lie, I'm kind of being petty when I say this, but I kind of wish I had remembered this precept when I was fucking talking with a specific person. But I'm gonna let that slide. You know, it's just times like this where it's like, okay, well, you grow from it, and it was just this a petty debate. Anyway, the thing is, moving on from that, the fact of the matter is that the Christian belief is that, okay, well, all I have to do is just say, oh yeah, I love God. That's basically that's where the entirety of your faith, the foundation of your faith, is founded upon. It hinges upon just you saying, oh, I love the Lord, I love this, I love that, or whatever, rather than actually demonstrating and saying that, okay, because it's even with let's say, for example, a parent and a child and their parent. Okay, if a child says, oh, I love my parent, but you throw rocks, you throw knives, you throw whatever to hurt, in an attempt to harm them, then that's how is a parent going to acknowledge that, oh, my child loves me because they're trying to fucking kill me and stuff and that shit? Like, that's not how things work. So it is indeed that you show that, yes, this is how you love it. And even then, YAHAWAH actually shows us how, or demonstrates what that actually means in terms of your actions, which we see that here in John 14:15. If you love me, keep my commandments. So as a result of that, he's showing us how to demonstrate love, how to show that we actually do love, not through just empty words that don't have any substance to them, but our actual deeds. Okay, our actual deeds. Because again, it's like going back to the parent-child example. If a child loves their parent, all right, if they have a good relationship or whatever, then what they're going to do is, okay, well, the parent said, don't touch a hot ass stove, and the kid says, okay, well, fuck you, I'm still going to touch a hot ass stove, and they burn their hand. Then of course that goes to show, okay, well, there's no trust. That child clearly doesn't have as much. Maybe they don't have much love. Maybe there is love, yes, but maybe it is still what's it called? It's just ill. It's not as properly established. I don't know what the proper term to say to use, but you basically get the point that I'm saying. How you demonstrate love through your actions rather than just saying things and whatnot. All right, because there are a lot of people, all right, a lot of real life people that say, oh yeah, I love you, and then they abuse and beat the shit out of their children. Okay, because there was actually a lot of recent stories, I think this year, where there was this one. No, not slacking me. Correct myself. There was these two mothers that I actually remember the story. I'm not gonna go too much into detail into it, but I'm just gonna briefly remember it, where they were taking care of the kids, of course, but then they ended up killing said children for one reason or another and whatnot. Where again, like, this is supposed to be the parent. Why is the parent who was definitely taking care of them? Because obviously the child lived up to that point. All right, they got through the whole baby stages and all that stuff. Because obviously, anyway, the main point is that obviously the kid had been being taken care of, but then randomly some trigger or whatever happened, because I don't remember what exactly happened. I don't remember, but basically some stuff happened where the mothers, those two separate mothers, took their two separate sets of kids' lives and stuff like that. And it is obviously that's not love. All right, and then on top of that, there's also, if you've seen the show Beyond Scared Straight or something like that, I forgot what the exact word title is, but in Beyond Scared Straight, the thing with those kids is that some of those kids, they get mad when you say, oh, your mom this, your mom that, or whatever. They insult their mothers, and then the funny thing about that is that the kids get mad even though they were attacking or doing some shit with their mothers. So it's again, it's like that messed up, like, fucked up type mindset of not actually following through with your verbalized claim, I think that's the best term, your claim of saying, oh yeah, I love YAHAWAH, or I love my whomever it applies to. Okay, so as a result of that, again, demonstrating it through, as we read in 1 John 3 verse 18, it says, love not in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. So through your actions, we are supposed to demonstrate our love for whomever, but primarily, which is what this lesson is about, YAHAWASHI. So continuing on, John chapter 21 verse 16, he said to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, this is Yahawadah speaking, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? He saith unto him, yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, feed my sheep. Basically, Yahawadah was asking that if you love me, then you would follow my orders, do what I said, feed my sheep, and show love through your actions rather than just your words are saying that, oh yeah, I can say I love you to you or whatever, stuff like that. All right, so continuing on, what the fuck? I'm gonna keep that just in case I forget something. James chapter 1 verse 23. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding the natural face in a glass. And this is another thing where you hear the word, you hear the obligation, you hear what the Lord wants from you, but you don't actually do anything that demonstrates, yes, I want to actually show, yes, I'm going to, I have no issues, or I take no issues in actually proving that, yes, I have love for YAHAWASHI. All right. Now, continuing on, James chapter 2 verse 15. If a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, and one of you say unto them, depart in peace, be ye warmed and filled, notwithstanding ye give them not those things which are needful to the body, what doeth it profit? So basically the thing here is that if you see someone, oh yeah, I need a brother, sister, mother, father, son, daughter, or whatever, I need some food, I don't have a place to stay, or I'm this out of the door, or whatever the freak type of stuff that people don't have. All right, as a result of that, if you say that, you ask for help, and then they say, depart in peace, be ye warmed and filled, but you just said, okay, well, you didn't give them the actual stuff. Then it's like, okay, well, can you really say that you love someone? They came to you expecting you to help them out, expecting you to take care of them, expecting you to whatever and stuff like that, and then you just said, you can leave, you got it, or I'll pray for you, rather than actually giving them something to help them out. Then can you actually say, again, as I said before, can you actually say that you love them? And the correct answer is no. You can't say that you love someone, because the thing is that even with the wicked, they help their own out. They help the people that they are close to out. They provide for them. They do all that other crap. So how are you? Are you better than the wicked? Are you a part of the wicked, or are you worse than the wicked? Then you're gonna say, okay, well, I'm not gonna help this person that I know out at all. All right. So as a result of that, okay, so this is another one. Matthew chapter 21 verse 28. But what think ye? A certain man had 2 sons, and he came to the first and said, Son, go to work today in my vineyard. He answered and said, I will not. But afterwards he repented and went. And he came to the second and said likewise. And he answered and said, I go, sir, and went not. So basically, one of them said, I'm not going to go, and flat out refused. But then they changed their mind and said, okay, whatever, I'll just go. And they actually went and did it. And then the other one said, I will go, I'm going to go. But then they changed their mind, and then they just didn't go at all. And then over here, verse 31, whether of them twain did the will of his father, they said unto him, the first. Yahawadah said unto the first, being the one that said I will not do it, and then went and did it anyway. Yahawadah said unto them, verily I say unto you, that the publicans and the harlots go into the kingdom of Yahawah before you. And yeah, that's basically it. So basically, the stuff here is that rather than saying, or the fact of the matter is that just saying that you will do something, just saying that you care, saying that you love, saying whatever, saying the words is not enough, because the only thing that actually matters is that you actually are doing it. You're a partaker. You're demonstrating it through your actions, rather than just talking out of your ass. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, SHAMAIWAN, double honor to the elders and apostles, the great millstone of Bible and Shalom.